Parents Inc. mission is to strengthen families by providing resources, support, skills, and advocacy to create a cycle of positive parenting. Our role as being parent provider educators is significant in today's world. And parenting is challenging. I mean, let's face it, it's the only thing we do in life with no manual, no instruction, no prior education. Anyone can have a baby, and we basically just wing it.
What we're saying is the job of parenting is not, it's a learned skill. You got to get a license to drive a car. You got to get a license for a lot of things. But anybody can give birth to a child and know absolutely nothing about raising a child.
If we're the best we can be as a parent, then our children end up being the best they can be. And they've got really good role models, and they don't just survive, but they thrive.
I knew there were going to be other parents in there. So at the end of the day, I know that somebody in the class had the same goal or mind frame, which was how to be a better parent.
We have contracts with child welfare, and we do child abuse and neglect on parents that have already in the system for issues with child abuse. So we do parenting classes to try to do reunification and skill building to help them, learn how to parent positively, positive discipline versus the negative discipline.
Being calm first and foremost when things come up with children. The way I was raised wasn't that way. It was, you could say, old school, and that's what I tried to get away from with my kids, to raise my kids the correct way instead of the way I was raised. And I can see that today, that I'm doing a good job. I can see it in their expression. I can hear it when they talk to me. I can hear it in our conversations, in their behaviors.
The program taught me a lot of different tools to use with my children, parenting tools, techniques to calm myself and to take self-care, take care of myself.
Then we have a 9-week confident parenting class that's for the general public. So parents that are not in the system already, but have similar challenges, right? We don't want to get to that point where we're so angry and stressed out that we're actually lashing out at the child.
What I've learned out of the class, everybody has a different way of handling and making things happen for the child. Just because your kid, you may feel like your kid's behind or ahead, there's still certain things that all kids do in a certain time frame. So don't feel ashamed or don't feel bad because your child's not knowing what he needs to know at that age.
I think our agency is very unique. We've never expanded into many other kinds of things. We don't do immigration work, and we don't do elderly, and we don't do whatever. We only do work supporting families and strengthening families to be able to, because we know that's the core of society.
It doesn't make us bad to take continuing education classes on anything in life. It just broadens our knowledge, and of course the more we know, the better we are. And that's truly our mission, is to strengthen the parents, and then the child is strengthened. And then the child grows up, again, not just surviving, but thriving.
My mother's experience at Parents Inc. is what was life-changing. Now my mother's present, so she's there when I need help, she's there when I have questions. I don't think I would have been able to do any of the things that I was able to do,
We are always doing outreach. So every month we're somewhere in the community, either collaborating and partnering with another nonprofit or hosting our own events. Again, trying to get the message out there that we have parenting education classes available. We do trainings, professional trainings in the community for continuing education credits for those professionals that are working with families, strengthening families in the system. We have a kickball tournament every year to raise money, and we have really great companies and donors that come out and support that.
It was actually Dr. Ronnie Texera, and she's been, I think, one of the most valuable supporters of Parents Inc. And she brought me in several years ago, and the two of us really feel that, well, we always talk about the children and the babies, but the moms are really important, and Parents Inc. really has helped by taking care of the moms, and that's why I like to support Parents Inc.
It's people like the staff at Parents Inc. that gives us the opportunity to try again and to come back. And knowing that they're there to support us, that they're there caring about us and who we are and our families, it allows us to have maybe even at one time that one important person in our life. And that all the staff and all the work that they do is not overlooked.
you.